Hello everyone, my name is Shine. Today, I will be reacting to a new debut. This is the team NTB with their debut song, Dramatic. Now, I have heard of these guys before. I think about 3 years ago, they were under a different name, and I looked them up, and I'm just like, okay, these guys are interesting, but there wasn't anything about them when I first heard of them, so I didn't really, just went on and check them out. I will go over a few things because there's a few things that I want to talk about. I do have a list on my phone. If you're new to my channel, basically, when I find debut groups, I usually tend to see what information I can find about them and talk about it a little bit. If I do somehow know them prior to the debut, then I also talk about that. And whatnot. So I basically like to talk after I react, so I'll get to that in a minute. For now, this is NTB with Dramatic. Here we go. The cinematography though. Oh, this is that scene. Oh, this is beautiful. Ooh. 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 Infamous feel. Everybody is doing the shoot dance nowadays. Ooh. Dude, the cinematography of this video is so pretty. What the Where did they film this, first of all? It looks like a mix of, like, Korea and maybe somewhere else, unless it's all in Korea, because what the heck? This is so pretty. If it is all in Korea, then I'm assuming the island shots are maybe on Jeju-do? Or Jeju? Oh. I felt my bias. If y'all don't know, I'm a sucker for rappers, especially with rappers like this. I've been into rappers lately, I don't know why. Ooh! Oh. my god, I love this. This is definitely like this summer song. Like it has that, it's that really good jam that you listen to when you're like partying somewhere. It is so good. Oh my god, congratulations on your debut, NTB. Really happy actually to see them debut after a long time. I forgot to mention in the beginning, but I did find these guys, I think around 2015 when they were under the name Naughty Boy. I found them, but like at that time, I think it was like a year or so after their debut under that name. But then I haven't heard anything from them since. And, okay, before I get into that, before I get into everything that has happened since, let me look at my list of things to talk about, because as I mentioned in the beginning that there are, when it comes to groups that have debuted and if I have heard of them before, I usually tend to talk about how I found them, what I like about them and what not. With NTB, however, I don't know much about them. All I know is that I think their original debut was in around 2014. This is from what I researched, so this is for people who might not know them, and then for me too, because I really don't know. They had a plethora of names. They were under the company IT Entertainment. I don't think it's around anymore, thank goodness, and I'll get to why I'm thankful that it's not around anymore. And I'm glad that these boys are debuting under this company now. So for their history, as far as I'm aware, their original debut was maybe 2014. It might have been earlier, but I'm not too sure. They had a plethora of names, like I said. They went under the names Pure, Pure Boys, Purell, Pure Boys 2.0, and Naughty Boy, and now they're NTB. But obviously they're not, like from Pure to Naughty Boy, they were under, I think, IT Entertainment. I think the 2014 debut might have been for the Naughty Boys. I'm not sure when the Pure section of their names came about, but that's all I know about their history. If you guys do know a bit more, please let me know. Before I get into why they've changed their name so much, and stuff that I've heard about them, I have one issue with something, and that is their name and logo. With their logo, it kind of looks similar to another group that has debuted in Korea, and then a solo artist from China. I'm not going to say who they are, mainly because I don't want to get into any fan wars, but I just want to mention that because it looks really similar to their logos, except for the solo artist in China. His logo is rounded at the top and on the bottom. Like with theirs, it's like the Z. The top where the bars are at the top and bottom, they're rounded. But it's still similar to that one. And then the group that I'm thinking of in Korea, theirs is basically just like half of their logo without that line in it. So that's just my issue. That was the first thing I noticed when a lot of their stuff first came out. And then the other issue that I have is their name. Now, they actually share a name with a group called Newtown Boys. They also use NTB as the acronym for their name, except I guess the only difference is that with Newtown Boys, with NTB, they use dots in between because their name, NTB, stands for Newtown Boys, but I'm worried that people might get confused with the both of them, except this NTB might get known a bit more because they have a company. Newtown Boys do not have a company and are independent. If you guys don't know who they are, they debuted in 2016. But they, like I said, have been independent. So they've been around in like festivals and whatnot, and they haven't really been on music shows because I don't think they could since they are independent. So that's just the only thing I have an issue with. I don't mind it, but I just wanted to raise a little bit of awareness of that because I'm worried that whenever Newtown Boys ever get on like music shows or something or start getting a lot of recognition, I don't want these two names to clash. But, you know, that's just my concern. So, now to the actual thing that I really wanted to talk about. I was about to be made Boo Boo the Fool until I realized that this whole issue was actually faked. So I mentioned that these boys were under IT Entertainment. if that entertainment company sounds familiar, it was because in Produce 101, they had their trainee, Lee So-kyu, in Produce. And around that time, rumors flew around that this baby, Lee So-kyu, was assaulted by the members of Pure, I think their name was like Purell or Pure Boys at the time. You know, that spread like wildfire, and even I believed it until I found something that clarified what had happened. I will link it in the description below if you guys want to look at that. So basically, like I said, that rumor is fake, 100% fake. The old company itself made it up. Basically, from what I saw from that information thing that I saw about this incident, was that the CEO and old staff pretty much abused the boys of like Pure Boys, Purell, Pure Boys 2.0, Naughty Boys, etc., and the trainees that they had under their company. And I think that included the baby Lee So-kyu. And they made these rumors because they were trying to make NTB disband because they basically breached their contract. From what I saw, it's just that they ran away in the night. They couldn't be contacted and whatnot. So they went under the new company in Japan, where they debuted as NTB first in Japan, and because they didn't have a Korean company at the time, and so I guess they decided the rumors halted their Japanese activities for about 4 to 5 months. But essentially, all we get from that is that IT Entertainment is basic trash. But thankfully, it looks like the company is gone. Obviously NTB, the boys of NTB moved out of there, and looks like hopefully the trainees that were under that company are doing okay, and hopefully either are just living their life as regular people or still continuing to train. And obviously we have NTB here, who has now debuted. Thankfully they look okay and whatnot. I feel like an absolute idiot for believing that, and I'm really happy to see that it's fake, because I really had a bad image of these guys until I saw that information that it was actually all faked and whatnot. So all in all, simply put, really love this song. Really love the vibe of it. It's just like really party like, and I'm super happy to see that these boys are doing okay after finding out what I found out. I really hope that they can just reach the top and fly high, because they deserve it after reading what I read. Again, I'll link what I found in the description below. Please read that thoroughly. I feel like, honestly, Boo Boo the Fool for believing that rumor up until now. So, all in all, simply put, absolutely love the song. I do have an issue with their logo and name, mainly because it clashes with some artists I know, but I don't think there's much they can do about that. And I feel bad because with the name, at least, well, the logo is fine. It's just that it just seems so similar to like other groups, but it's like not really like blatant like plagiarism. It just looks similar. But with the name is what I have the most concern with, because of Newtown Boys, because Newtown Boys also use NTB, and people, I think, sometimes look up NTB when they're looking for Newtown Boys, so there's like these two clashes. So, but that's just my issue. All in all, I really wish the boys the best. Honestly, I hope that everything goes good for them after what they've been through in the past few years, and that they just fly high. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Support NTB, show them a lot of love, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.